Does checking the wrong box on a home offer termination form make the termination invalid? There was an instance where a buyer decided to terminate their offer on the last day of the due diligence period. The buyer's agent filled out Form 350T, which is termination of contract by notice to seller from buyer. The buyer signed the form. Buyer's agent sent it to the listing agent, and therefore they thought it was terminated. The next day, the listing agent called the buyer's agent and said that the termination was not valid because the buyer's agent had checked the wrong box on the form. They were supposed to check something that said terminating as of right during the due diligence period, but instead they checked not in government compliance. Now this is important because in North Carolina, if you terminate your offer before the end of the due diligence period, you get your earnest money deposit back. So that's what's at stake, the buyer getting their earnest money deposit back. So the question is the listing agent correct that the termination is invalid, or does the buyer get their earnest money deposit back? And the answer is they get their earnest money deposit back. Form 2T, the offer to purchase and contract, stipulates that they could terminate by delivering to the seller written notice of termination during the due diligence period. No particular type of written notice is specified. The only requirements are that the notice be in writing and it's evidence of clear intent to terminate. Sending the termination form by itself it's in writing and it's clear evidence that that's what they want to do. So you don't have to use a form. It's recommended, but you could use an email. You could technically use a text, but I personally would use an email, and then so it's done, and then you can follow up with the Form 350T. So I hope that was helpful to you. Thanks.